keeping them supported, the pool cleanup, making sure our games get off and done, the snack bar, the gate, the scores table, the stats, this event here tonight, the banquet. Really, really great that I don't have to worry about all of these things anymore. There was a time a few years ago where Lauren and I would look at each other and go, "You think somebody's going to show up to run and help with the desk today?" And we wouldn't know. So we've really come a long way, and it's really a testament to you parents, kids kicking them in their butt a little bit, right? But making sure that this is all taken care of, because this is absolutely not possible with just the three of us up here. So thank you. Athletes, if you could please stand up and thank the parent who is here to support you, that would be great. Right now.
What are you standing up for? Caitlin didn't even come.
We're not filming in the back? Oh, you're right. All right. I'm going to start by thanking Lauren and Leah. These two are awesome. They are able to connect with the gals a lot better than I am, since I'm a boomer, apparently. I've been told so. Olivia's correct, Angelics. Okay, so, but without these guys, it's nice to be able to turn over dry land, chatting about doing stuff, having fun. The feedback that I get, both positive and negative, is great. The mentor that we have, the planning, it really is wonderful, and it's so great to have this book. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Lauren for the JV team, and then we will move into the most. Good evening, everybody. To piggyback off of that, I just want to say it's really nice having a mentor like Rachel. I think I learned just as much as you women about playing water polo every year that I'm a coach here. And it's been really nice having Olivia. You know, she's just come out playing collegiate water polo, so it was great to have her on deck with us. Thank you again to the parents. I think our JV tournament went better than I expected because of your support. Thank you, and hope to see you again next year. The only one brave enough to put on that #1 cap. I'm proud of Lily for stepping up. She really had her best games at our last tournament, making great passes, great blocks. I'm proud of her. All right, our next athlete, I think, has a future as a coach because she's a great listener, always picking up on little strategic or technical things. I'm really proud of Sophia Aguilar. This player was oftentimes nervous to go in, but when she was in, she was really feisty and never gave up. I'm so proud of Mallory Stensberg. Let's just say she could have quit after that first day. And she stuck with it, and I'm so happy that she did. All right, this player really grew in her scoring abilities. There were some times where I think she was really frustrated, but she pushed through, and I'm happy she did. Kaylina Peluso. All right, I think whenever this person was suited up, ready to play the game, her teammates were just more confident because she made things seem effortless. Happy she came out this year, Arden Armstrong. She had a piano recital before this. Multiple people famous once said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This person made like 100% of the shots she did take, but she didn't shoot that often until I really got on her about it. Congrats, Olivia Laird. We did the math, and this person had more games than practices. So happy she came out because she's just like a shining ball of happiness and joy. Thank you, Jenna Johnson. I love this athlete's can-do attitude. Even though she had never played before, I made her start and play like the whole game. She's a lefty and she has a can-do attitude, pumping people up. Ryan Williams. This person made me laugh because she would play with so much joy, and I know she would be really pissing the other team off. Probably know what I'm talking about. Seneca Mitchell. All right, so this athlete, I believe, stepped up as a leader. Before games, she would make sure everyone was like getting in game mode. She would lead with aggressive play in practice so we'd be ready for the games. Thank you, Jane Lopez. It was fun coaching this athlete because I've known her for a while, and I think we had a few pump-up talks where I had to tell her she had to not just be there, but be a leader. And she really was, and I think I am proud of her growth and her emotional maturity this season. Harper Castle. All right, this next one got really fired up in our games. Sometimes so fired up, she'd be out of the game. But we need that, we need someone who's ready to give it her all and not back down. Thank you, Liddy Hodges. All right. This player was hesitant, but she stepped up as a center defender. And I'm proud of her defensive improvement this season and her leadership. Maya Caruzas.
Oh, mine away. Mine away. My hat in the way.
She would also have some really epic pregame pump-up talks. All right. When I first met this player, it was Mission Oaks basketball. She kicked our butts, and I'm happy she was on my team this year. I'm proud of her. She stepped up and played with varsity, and it was seamless. Good job, Hannah. Mercy says she has aura. This player is just like smiling. She's having a good time. Sometimes when we were down, she would just, put some perspective in our lives and say, you know what? We got this. We just got to keep trying. We got to keep fighting. She had an awesome pump-up class to help team morale. I'm happy she joined this year. Emma Brown. I'm proud of you, everybody, for committing to this, even though it's such a weird time, like right when you're starting high school, trying this weird water polo thing, but you all committed and did great. So thank you. Awards, and even though the girls voted, I totally supported their votes. The best offensive player is Hannah Holiday. Best defensive player, Lillian Hodges. And winning award for sportsmanship, leadership is Jane Lopez. All right, congrats, ladies. Yeah. Moving on with the show. Varsity team. Well, first I want to say, JV, last year we really struggled to get girls out. I don't know if it was the season, I don't know if it was going into that. We even had to bring a friend to practice day last year. That was a flop. It didn't go very well. They left in the middle of practice, just had a cramp, and they were gone. But this year we had a bunch of kids come out and stick with it. We talked at the beginning of the season about how you stick with something hard, it actually improves you and you get better. And I was so thrilled that I don't think we really had anybody quit this season. It was fantastic, I'm thrilled, and I hope that you guys all come out next year. All right? Varsity. It was a really good season. Probably the best season and group of girls that I've had for a really long time. We all got along, we enjoyed being together, you guys had fun. I mean, genuinely, it was a pleasure. So, we've had some pretty tough groups come through in the last 12 years that I've coached. Whether it's people not agreeing with each other or getting along, or there's power struggles, but I didn't see or feel much of that at all. There's usual, some trying to get playing time, trying to see where they fit in, not really sure. But overall, everybody seemed to enjoy each other's company and we worked well together. It was really, really a pleasure. So I am going to call up a class, and then we'll just kind of do this so you're not standing up here by yourself all along. All right? We're going to start with the freshmen and sophomores. Okay? All right. Number 13. Natalie Northrup. So Natalie's our freshman on varsity. I watched Natalie in the summer before she came out with the team. She wasn't sure she was going to do it. She was really striving to break a minute in her swim time. And she did. And it brought tears to my eyes. More exciting, my kids swimming. Somebody setting a goal, trying so hard and caring and actually accomplishing it. And I do think that the confidence in that moment made Natalie believe that she could come out with this team and come up to me and say she wanted to be considered her varsity. I am so thrilled with the development and how much you pushed yourself this season. Not only did you break a minute, but then you pushed yourself to swim the first
her birth, not mine.
That'd be weird.
Lauren beat out all the other boys for varsity. She has an intense competitive edge, and we are grateful that she is flying in the goal because we have to systematically figure out if we need an extra field player, if it's worth it. She goes for it, and she goes for it hard. And it's not only just in the field, but it's in the goal. She's competitive, she works hard, she pushes everybody to be the best. It's really, really fun to see, and I'm excited that they're doing this together.
Putting the mic close enough for you. Stop. Keeping it too.
All right. Glasses. Number 5. Kira. So Kira is always smiling, so happy, always wants, so coachable. Always wants to know what she can do to get better. Is this okay? Did you see that? And never, just okay, I'm doing it, right? And just always looking for positive feedback, and just a joy to have on the team. You are such a great teammate, and I love having you on the varsity this year. All right, number 6, Aaron Ash. Really pushed herself to be better this year. It was so fun to watch. Both swimming, getting back in shape, making sure she had a number of setbacks over the last year. And I think you improved so much over this year. Your defense really set the stage for you, being able to lock down, play together, being able to dictate things on defense, and then your offense started coming. You could hit that high corner, no problem. It was so fun, and you were such an integral part of the success of our team. Nice job. Kennedy, number 7.
We're going through order and then skip that.
Kennedy came never playing before, fair. And we were in our first scrimmages, and she's like, I don't even know the rules. But Kennedy's speed, and she stuck with it, she has a great shot, and learned so much, and improved so much over the course of the year. I think that you learned a ton, and you made our team better. I am thrilled that you were a part of the team this one. Natalie, because she's been with, I had you actually with the juniors, I had you push it with the juniors, I had to pull you back. Natalie, had a number of setbacks with injuries and such, and you handled it so great. I know it was a challenge, I know it was so hard for you, but you were still there, you were still smiling, you were still contributing, you were sharing stuff on the bench, right, and being as helpful as you can. We went to Natalie coming off the bench because her speed, get the other team a little bit more tired, be able to just go forward and score several goals. You were came off tenacious, you worked hard, you scored so many counterattacks, your outside shot, you finally stepped up, right? I had a whole conversation with her earlier this season about how important it was for the team that Natalie issued. She said, well, I just don't want to get the ball off. Well, the team needs you to score the ball so you can be successful, right? And by the end of the season, you put it all together, and it was so fun to see. You did great this season. All right, and you guys want to stay? You want to sit down and then come back?
Let's like move back. Yeah.
Number 2, Alexa Crawford. Alexa always smiling as well. I used to find her annoying. She'd make a mistake, you'd say something, she'd look back at you. So, she's gotten better. We had a whole conversation last year about being a little bit tougher in the water. I used different words. And she took it to heart. Alexa, at the end of a couple of games, we were down. We had very little chance of coming back. Alexa, with her tenacious attitude, went after, stole the ball, scored a couple goals, and all of a sudden we were with me. Everybody else seemed to be tired and had decided they couldn't do it anymore. And Alexa just would go for Harper, I get to smile. Harper played great. Harper was a steady force who could go in and play defender and when on set. Every once in a while she'd shake her head or take minutes and she didn't want to go somewhere. But when she did great things, right? Defender, you had a couple of games where you just absolutely dominated the center and they could do nothing, felt very frustrated. There was a time when the referee was claiming holding a girl underwater. And I didn't think they were people, they were so sweet. We still have discrepancies with what we saw. But I thought it played great. It was so fun to watch your development coming off of last season when you were in your first season to where you're at now. I'm excited for this season. Claire was our constant, I say. Claire on offense always showed up. Claire on defense always showed up. Claire always made it back on defense to cover something his feet. Absolutely a constant. I think our most stabilizing force this season. At practice, she pushed people to get better when they were swimming or in the pool. I am thrilled with the progress team. I think that you've done really great things. And I think that you've given stability and clarity to some people who were a little bit unsure. So we are all grateful for your contributions and everything. Number 11, Dylan. Dylan was hurt much of the season, some shoulder problems and shoulder pain. Was willing to work through it, but it wasn't hard. And so I think that you are quite an athlete, but I think I saw the most development in your mental resilience this season. I think you took responsibility for things. I think you were able to recover quicker from things. And I think that it showed not only in the team and the way you are, right, as far as being steady, we talked about Claire, but I think it gave you some stability and you were able to recover and move on to that next play a lot easier. That is fun to really watch. Nice job. All right, Kate Bryan, number 12.
We'll figure it out.
Here's this on my table. Kate. So Kate would sometimes stare at me from the side. Olivia was able to really get her smile a little bit more and interact with us. But I thought you practiced hard. I thought you played hard. I thought you got a ton better and you understand the game grew vastly. And I think that you really do enjoy yourself. And so it's nice to see that development. I think last year you were still so unsure, and I saw quiet confidence in you that grew over the course of the season. I'm excited for next year. Laurel Lawler. In my opinion, Laurel is one of the most important people on this team. Laurel is always supportive. Laurel is always cheering everybody on. Laurel is always looking out for the best interests of the team. And it showed when she made that goal at the end of the game. So excited for everybody else that they wanted to share that back with you. You are wonderful, and I loved having you part of the team.
What happened? I saw you in the video. Is it crazy?
Maggie is right. Maggie, I think a couple years ago, as a freshman, was Defensive Player of the Year for the JV. This year, she did great and stepped up, and I thought really covered the whole game. Your offense got so much took control and defensively came down a lot more. You were able to cover water and back and forth, and I think that you really made an impact and grew hugely this season. It was so fun to be a part of. I think that the twin of them, right? Like you guys passing back and forth and everybody cheering. I thought that was really great. I think it was an asset of the absolutely capitalized on. Nice job. We're moving on to our seniors.
It's pair seniors.
All right, we're going to start with Caitlin, number 4. As an adult, it's time we have this talk. Caitlin's been playing with us for 4 years on varsity, and I think that I saw so much maturity and growth this season. I think you took a leadership role. We had a couple of conversations on what that meant. I think you fully embraced it. I think you were able to lead without conflict, right? Which is hard. I think that the team responded. I think that you did such a great job, and I think that it is nice to see us coming all the way around to full force. Great job this season. Nice work. Number 8, Caroline. Caroline, I think Caroline played more this season than she did in the 3 years prior. Is that fair? But Caroline came in ready to work, ready to prove herself, tenacious. She came in and showed up. She worked hard, worked on her swimming, worked on her shooting, took feedback. I thought that you grew so much in such a short period of time with so little extra experience. I thought you did great. I thought that you really took strides and got much better. You did such a good job. All right. I want to give you guys a little team awards.
We got senior gifts.
No, oh, senior gifts. Okay, I'm ready. Do you need a microphone?
I don't know. Come up here.
Who's giving the speech? Senior gifts.
There was lots of additions to make blankets for the seniors, so these are those blankets.
Who made blankets? Who makes them?
Rachel, we
did?
have something for you. I'm not done yet. Oh, this is all yours. All right. Oh, okay. Hi. We also have a tradition that we like to give our coaches gifts for all that they do for us. Thank you, coaches. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Whatever yours is from. Couple things. Everybody gets a ball, each set of shoes. Not everybody flies them. If you'd like one, it's here. For those that were new this year, I have your class number and letter. Don't take the wrong one. All right? That's your graduating class. I should have handed that to you, but I didn't. All right. Varsity. This group. Can you come here and say hello? Woo! All right, in review. This team went 22 wins, 7 losses. Undefeated in Navy. And the CDC champion. We have all the, which is just so weird the way this works, but There's only a certain number of spots that we get, and team coaches, I don't know, whatever. Bring us home. First team, Ollie, Maggie McGrath. Dylan Tiska. Lauren Tomlin. And our lead MVP was Claire McGrath. Second team, unfortunately, no passion. Natalie Jesky and Caitlin Scott. Our Division II San Joaquin CIF team. First team was Claire McGrath. Lauren Tiska. Lauren Tomlin. And Maggie McGrath made second team. All right, and then we have awards. And every year, not every year. Recently, I've been convinced by the voice coach to let the athletes actually vote. And they get it right most of the time. They have no idea what's going on. So, voted by your peers. Offensive player of the year, Dylan Tiska. Defensive player of the year, Maggie McGrath. Most improved, Aaron Ash. And the Raider Award goes to Caitlin Spack.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caitlin. Happy birthday to you.
And that's it. I would like to thank everybody. I hope to be back here next year with you all.
Robbie, let's go.
Yeah. And hope you guys get your letters, your little thingies. We're going to take a team picture. Thank you, everyone, for everybody's season. Thank you.